Hey, Libra, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your September 2024 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Libra, you have some really amazing things coming in here for you, but I see that you've gone through a couple of karmic relationships, specifically a very important relationship that may have been very tumultuous. There may have been a lot of triggers, perhaps resentments built, but it's shifted your perspective on life, on love, on how you view yourself. You have the Two of Wands showing up, which is about things coming into focus. And I also see you letting go. And this has been intense, right? It's been intense, but you are remembering who you are. You're remembering that you have the power to create your reality. And I feel like you're making healthier choices regarding your future. Yeah, you're making healthier choices. And as I say that, we actually have the devil showing up in your energy here in the past. So this was a very toxic cycle that you were a part of in some way, shape, or form, or it caused one to open up after repression. Okay, you may have repressed your emotions. You may have kept something within you for years and years, and you may have met someone who was the catalyst in your healing. What's the outcome here for Libra? We're just getting all your cards out here, Libra. We have, all right, an opening of the heart. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands, getting your mojo back, Libra, spontaneity. And look at this. She actually has the mask of the Two of Wands on her face there. You see that she's coming into focus. And what is coming into focus here exactly is your magic, your power, where that lies. This is your confidence, Libra. This is your creativity. What inspires you, because what inspires you actually inspires others to live their best lives. You're magnetized. This is showing up subconsciously. So you may even have some old insecurities coming up to the forefront. This can be issues around maybe codependence, because I see with the cat here, the cat represents independence, but because we have repressed certain aspects of ourselves to fit in, right? It's like dimming our light to fit in. You're saying, why would I do that? Or what do I need to learn? And what you have learned is not to let fears take over, because there is an energy here of fear holding you back in some way, shape, or form, but not anymore, because you're coming into focus with who you are. There's a Three of Wands moment where you're moving on and you are embarking upon change. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you, I am definitely getting karmic situation that you've gone through here with a lover. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. Love shows up in all different ways. So let's dive into your reading here. Your first card out is karmic relationship that was here to maybe help you overcome those triggers. There may still be some resentments, but with the devil, I feel like you're not going to repress them. This is about bringing them out into the open. It can be loving yourself through some of these struggles and challenges. It can be loving all of you. And I feel like your perception has changed entirely. Something that once may have fulfilled you or may have given you a hit of, it's like a dopamine rush. There's something here about getting a need met or filling a specific void, but what it was doing was feeding into a fear or a hurt or a pain that may have developed a long time ago, maybe even in childhood. You're letting it go though. You're definitely letting it go, because what we have showing up is you have not today, right? Not today, boundaries and hurt. You're not going to allow yourself to embark upon this journey that has caused such resentment, right? There may be a forgiveness here. There may be healthier boundaries put in place. Some of you may still be upset around a situation. You may even be avoiding conversation or avoiding a person, or you may have cut off communication in some way, shape, or form. But you are making healthier choices. And this card has been showing up for a lot of signs, because I feel like the collective, and I've been saying this in a lot of readings, if you happen to watch your other placements, your moon, your rising, those are very important as well. You're going to see a common theme of preparing for union in some way, shape, or form. So whether you're single, you may be preparing for union by releasing a karmic. For others of you, if you're in a situation currently that is not aligned with where you want to go, things are shaken up here to truly prepare you with the type of union that your soul craves and longs for. This is about self-love and self-care, Libra. It's choosing your happiness first, being happy, being content with where you're at in life, wherever that may be. This is about love and life. Live, laugh, love type of energy here. And you're not letting attachments, you're not letting fears, codependencies. The devil can also represent addictions and obsessions. This is you reclaiming your power by choosing. That's the power of free will, right? To choose healthier options that fulfill you, that uplift you, that inspire you with that Queen of Wands. You have old school and you have paradise. Old school is like playing that old cassette, right? If you are as old as I am, you may have grown up with cassettes. And you know when the little film piece would, wind up, it'd get stuck or it would come out and you'd have to wind it with your finger and you'd stick back the tape and you'd have to push rewind and fast forward. There's something here about outdated thinking, right? We are meant to evolve as a collective, evolve as an individual, evolve in our human experience. And for some of you, this is interesting because as the cassettes are coming up, this may have even been, for those of you that are old enough to remember cassettes, it may have been a belief that was instilled around this time. Now, I don't know when cassettes kind of came out of style, when CDs were a thing. I think it was maybe in the late 90s, perhaps, or maybe mid 90s. But I feel like you may have some beliefs from the 90s, okay, that you are breaking out of, that have been conditioned, right? You are replacing some old beliefs and you're not going to allow the old to interfere with your happiness anymore. There may be beliefs around abandonment, around rejection, around maybe bullying even, abuse, trauma. I mean, whatever it is here for you, it's outdated. It no longer is, needing to be on play. And I feel like you still have carried some of these beliefs or patterns that you're meant to break out of. And once you do, which I see you are, because you've completed a major cycle in your life, here's the paradise, Libra. This is happiness and joy. It's playfulness. It is enjoying each other. It's a honeymoon phase. It is preparing for union or strengthening existing bonds. And if you're not in a union that brings fulfillment in some way, shape, or form, you may be choosing to exit contracts. Yeah, exit contracts that are outdated or that have expired. Okay, yeah, because you're saying not today. I mean, some of you, there's something you may not have wanted to deal with. I'm just putting that up there because sometimes the devil can repress, and we can numb through alcohol, through drugs, through social media, through, I mean, shopping, you name it. It can be anything. We tend to kind of numb or check out because we don't want to deal with underlying energies or outdated beliefs or old things. But I feel like you really are choosing and have chosen to do the work or to look at things from a wider perspective here, Libra. Now we have the love call showing up here. We have the dragonfly and we have the bear. Oh my goodness, the teddy bear. There's something quite miraculous bubbling up here for you in matters of the heart. You may not even see this coming. You have the phoenix showing up here. Remember, bottom of the deck can be subconscious energy that is being brought to your conscious awareness. You may not see this coming. This is beautiful. New phase. There's a new phase of your life. This could be a new relationship. Some of you are rekindling a spark that may have died out. This is about renewed and growth, right? Changing your mind, rising from the ashes. You had your mind set on something, or it may have felt like you didn't know what direction to move. I feel in the near future. Yeah, that's why you have the Two of Swords. In the near future, you're getting clarity around a situation. Some sort of choice or decision is being made. And you have the teddy bear. Someone is interested in you, or they're about to be. This is a blooming romance. It's flirting. It's wanting to date you. You have the dragonfly, which is a light-hearted energy. It's things coming to light and healing, right? Finding out things that bring change. Finding out and discovering bits and pieces of yourself that you may have felt have been lost, or maybe you haven't tuned into for quite some time. This can also be a fun type of love, like an old school type of love, old school romance. You remember when, you would capture love songs on a cassette or on a CD and you'd give them to the person that you love, or, it would be an old school mix of maybe Casey and JoJo's All My Life. I feel like you are embracing upon a beautiful connection of expression. You have the love call. There could be a call coming in. This could be a message, incoming messages. You may be meeting someone via social media here. Messages of love, thinking of you. Someone is informing you, telling you that they want to connect, that they have feelings for you, that they're interested. They may be showing it through maybe liking one of your posts on social media or loving one of your posts. It could be a DM. This could be a message from a loved one, right? Someone sends you something that's very sweet, very kind. They're checking up on you. This could be a family member or a friend calls and says, "Hey Libra, I haven't seen you for a long time. How are you doing?" Right? There's no hidden agenda. That is the beauty. There's no hidden agenda. This person doesn't want anything from you but to be a part of your energy, because you are magnetized here, Libra. Whether you know it or not, the Queen of Wands, she is someone who does get a lot of attention. She's very beautiful. She has a pure, beautiful, kind, loving soul, and other people want to be a part of her energy, because she's very stable. She's very, grounded. She has a passion for life. She inspires others in many different ways. And I feel like someone is letting you know that. So let's dive into the tarot and see what's going on. We do have the Two of Wands. I feel like it came out a little bit sideways here. It kind of feels like it's spinning. So right now you may be spinning. It's almost as if something comes into focus for you and then it's taken away, right? It's like I can see it, I can't see it. I'm able to touch it or, feel it on some level, but then it's taken away. So I feel like there is a little bit of ambiguity here. Twos are about choices, partnerships, duality, and reflecting. The Two of Wands is about what's your vision? Where do you see yourself, right? How do you want to open up that third eye chakra and manifest your dreams into reality? But it requires you to get into focus here and to let go of maybe some sort of resentment, to shift your perspective on a situation. Maybe see the big picture of a situation here. Yeah, I feel like it's decision time. You can decide to pick up the call when it comes in here for you, or you can reject it. And I feel like that's part of the choice. Do I want to open up to love? Do I want to embrace it? Or am I still living in this old school energy of maybe kind of keeping people at an arm's length? Sometimes this Two of Wands showing up is about, expanding your opportunities, expanding love. Love is such a profound energy that does heal. It expands. It's, it is the beauty of all, right? And you are ruled by Venus, Libra. You are expansive within your own being. And what's crossing your path is the alchemist, the magician. This is using your power for the highest good of all, right? This is about you being able to recognize that you have everything you need within yourself to fulfill your soul contract, right? And to come into union with perhaps a soulmate, which looks like someone has eyes on you, Libra, and you're going to know sooner rather than later if you don't already, or maybe you are expressing your heart to someone. And sometimes the magician can feel when it's showing up as blocking the energy or crossing the path, it's like, I don't want to make a wrong decision. And I hear this often, being a Libra myself. Sometimes Libras get the rap of being indecisive, but I feel it's because we want to see in-depthly both sides of the situation. We want to be able to weigh the pros and cons, right? If I go in this direction, this is what's going to happen. If I go in this direction, we want to find the balance, and therefore we can make the best possible choice based on, being able to weigh both options up. And sometimes that can come across as indecisive, but it's important sometimes to take our time and get clear on what we truly want, because we know that the law of attraction is a thing. It's one of the universal laws. What you think about, you bring about, and you want to focus on the things that are going to be healthy and nurturing, as well as bring growth and expansion. This includes relationships. And I feel like I'm seeing the hawk here numerous times with this, Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You see that she has that mask. She's getting focused. And then right there, the whole entire hawk is on her crown chakra. So this is about focus and using the tools of the fire, the wands, the water, the cups, right? It's the earth, the pentacles, and the air, which is you, right? It's using your intellect and using all of the tools and the resources that you have to make the best possible choices in matters of, relationships or the heart in itself. Now, what's below you, Libra? You are so very blessed. You have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is gratitude. Now, I do see here there's been neglect, family neglect that you have gone through. Maybe in childhood, okay, there's been some sort of family dispute, arguments, feelings of unworthiness, feelings of, not having maybe a soul tribe at times, but it is showing up here in the upright, which means that despite having gone through what you've gone through in your past, you still have this gratitude for life. There is a deep appreciation for all that you've gone through, and you're taking that struggle that you've been in, you're turning that pain into gain. And that's why it's a 10 here, because this is endings bringing in new beginnings. Some of you, you were very, very, happy or blessed, or that is what you revert back to, is needing to be in that energy of gratitude and optimism and a love for life. The 10 of Cups is beautiful. It is emotional wealth. It's deep affection. It's bliss. It's good fortune. It's family. It is soul tribe, Libra. And that is what truly drives you. And I feel like no matter what you've gone through, some of you may have felt like you've suppressed this energy in some way, shape, or form, like you didn't have it, or it was, not available. I feel like there's a truth being shattered. There's an illusion being shattered of, maybe you didn't have this in the past, and there's some sort of outdated belief that you'll never get to your 10 of Cups, which is happy family. It's having it all, right? The whole package, the love and the pets and the family and maybe the trips and traveling the world and being able to be with each other through highs and lows and taking life on together as a team. And I feel in the recent past, you have maybe subconsciously at times denied yourself of this energy. Okay, maybe subconsciously you've denied it. You may not have realized that you have kept yourself on lockdown, or you've kept people at arm's length because you have been hurt. But I feel with this devil energy, you see, this kind of looks creepy. I always say that when this devil comes up, but this can be embracing your own devil characteristics, the old, it can be the old attachments that you have been conditioned to believe, and you started to kind of hide underneath them. You see the rocks, and I'm actually getting a song. The song is Stevie Nicks or Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks' song Landslide. Okay, so Fleetwood Mac could be significant here. Some of you may have heard that song Landslide. I feel like, and in the song, it does talk about time passing by, right? Children getting older, we're getting older. And I feel like the landslide is coming down in some way, shape, or form, and you're able to see things from an angle that you were never able to see before because you were never in that position. I hope that makes sense. It's as if you're opening yourself up, and now that the rocks have come off, right? Some heavy burdens that you have kept hidden behind, because maybe there was a part of you that felt safe by hiding behind these barriers, this barricading energy, this repression. You're coming out of this, Libra. And this is big because this goes way back. Even though some of you may have been in a karmic relationship that may have taught you a lot, it may have been the catalyst for the landslide. Okay, this is big. Now, what's coming up above you? What's the potential here? Exploration. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who is trustworthy, someone who is honest, someone who's dependable, someone who is reliable. This is someone you may be calling in, or it is parts of yourself. I feel like you're going back to a promise that you may have told yourself very early on in life. Whatever this promise is, somewhere along life's journey, it's like you forgot about that promise, Libra, that you made to yourself. And the ice caps are diminishing. If you look in her glasses there, you can see that there are mountains, right? There are mountains with snow on them. And I feel like you have climbed the mountains. You've gone through challenges. You've gone through struggle, and it's made you who you are. And I feel like you are exploring the possibilities of love. It basically comes down to that. You're ready. This is taking action. You're ready, but in the past, it may have been quick, lusty, sexual energy that was just based on desire potentially, or based on instant gratification, or masking something within you. And I feel like that's not what's happening here in the near future. This is based on commitments and loyalties. This is based on truth and slow friendships. It's that slow burn that lasts, right? It's not that quick, bonfire that's whoosh, it goes up huge, but then it dies down quickly, right? This is that slow burn that lasts till the end of time. And you are either calling in this dynamic, or it is something that is here for you now, but a choice does need to be made. Here is another 2. And Libra, there is a decision. There's a crossroads here. The head may be pulling you in one direction, right? Maybe because of the devil, because of the past, because of outdated thinking. But this new path, the heart is saying, but Libra, happiness, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other, honeymoon phase. Where do you want to be? You have a choice to step into a new paradigm. You have 2 energy coming in, which is duality. It's partnership. It is reflection, diversity, and making a choice that could very much put you in this paradise energy. How are you feeling? Oh my gosh, Libra, you cannot make this up. You not only have the 10 of Cups in your reading, you have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is long-term growth. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles in one reading. This is huge. This is your dreams coming to fruition. 10 of Pentacles is stability, financial security, legacy, commitments, marriage. It is the card of privilege, Libra, you having it all in a way, right? But it starts with you. It starts within you, and you are waking up. Remember that promise that you told yourself as a little girl or a little boy or as a young adult. There's something about a promise being fulfilled. That's why we have 2 10s coming in here. 10s break down to 1. Endings, bringing in new beginnings. This is long term. For those of you that are calling in a union, this is long term. You could marry this person if you're not married to them already. This is gratitude, being grateful for how far you've come on your journey, being grateful for the karma that you have gone through, being grateful for the triggers, for the boundaries, for the pain, because then it means that the happiness and the abundance and the joy and the lessons and the expansion are all that much greater. Because there's something that I've learned with Libra, being one myself, is the balance and duality. I feel like I've been on all sides of the scale, right? I've been in this archetype, I've played this role, I've been this person, I've been that person, right? I've been on the left, I've been on the right. So it feels like we've had to experience both sides of the situation to be able to fulfill our karmic mission in a sense, right? And if you have gone through relationships, or perhaps your last relationship was very difficult, very challenging, very triggering, it was to prepare you for this empowering new union coming in that will last. I mean, double 10s is big. And what do we have in your environment? We have a new beginning. There's the Fool showing up here. The Fool is embracing the unknown. It is adventure. It's risk. It is opening your heart up, loving like you've never lost, right? Being vulnerable, but it's not going into it wearing, your heart on your sleeve and being naive. No, you've learned better than that, right? You have gained the wisdom. That's what's in your hopes and fears. You've gained the wisdom to know better. Now that you know better, you're going to do better. You're going to choose better. You are going to ascend your energy, and you're going to meet someone that aligns with who you are. And in the past, you may have had some deep unresolved issues around family, and you may have needed or called in a special partnership that, yes, it may have been karmic. It may have been difficult. It may have been challenging, but it definitely put you on the path of where you are today. Can you be grateful for that experience? And I feel like you are. There's an energy here of releasing resentments, releasing bitterness, thanking that experience, that relationship, or even that person for what you had learned while you were together. Or if you are in an existing relationship, I feel like there is a new phase that the two of you are entering into, and it feels really, really darn good. You are like the phoenix, and we did get that phoenix showing up here, right? You have the phoenix in your energy. This is a new phase or rekindling here of a spark, renewed and regrowth, right? Change. Some of you have changed your mind. Maybe you've said, I'm never going to get married again. I'm never going to fall in love. I'm never going to open my heart, or I'm never going to talk to that person. Whatever it is here, you're changing your mind, and you're being reborn. You're rising from the ashes, and that's what the Fool does. What's going on in your hopes and fears is the world. The world as a fear can be lack of closure. It can be feeling stuck, or even feeling like the past is holding you back, right? Those old school patterns, right? The old conditioning, replaying of the broken tape over in your head, right? Replaying events over and over in your head. Some of you, that's part of why you've stayed in this ambiguity, why you are in the two energy. Because yes, you want to weigh up pros and cons, but I also feel like there is a part of you that needs closure in some way, shape, or form, and you may be the only one to give you that closure. Okay? Because this is about a full turn, right? This is the world, the last in the major arcana. This is the Fool, the first in the major arcana. This is big. This is really, really big, Libra. Taking off. You hear that? Something is taking off. Something is about to take off. Now, your final outcome. Hold up. They're saying back it up. The World card showing up here in your hopes is about this new journey going all the way. There's a fear. What if I put all of my time, all of my heart, all of my soul, all of my energy, all of my love into this relationship, this friendship, this family dynamic, this lover, and it gets stuck? It's probably gonna. It is probably going to at times, because that is what relationships are about. But it's how we deal with those stuck moments, those challenges that help us evolve into who we are here to become, right? And I feel like this will be and go all the way. Don't let the fears, the false illusions or conditions of the past, which may have everything to do with some unstable family structures, hold you back from what you are very grateful for, Libra. You are a person who is full of gratitude. You may even keep a gratitude journal. Okay, you may write things down. You may be a list taker. You may create vision boards. For those of you that have never created a vision board, or perhaps you have, now would be an excellent time to, as we near Libran season. Virgo energy for the majority of September, right? I feel like and you're coming up, Libran season, towards the end of September. This is a great time to get clear on what you want. Create that vision board. Remember who you are. Remember that you have the power to manifest this new beginning, and you are. It's here. It's in your energy. The outcome, Libra, is the Knight of Cups. So we see two Knight energies showing up. Knights are the action takers in tarot. They are the movers. So not only do we see something coming in that's long-term, Knight of Pentacles is leading directly to that Knight of, that 10 of Pence showing up. This is your heart leading the voyage as well. And there is something very powerful here with this Knight of Cups. This is a love offer. This is someone who follows their bliss. This is someone who follows their heart. There could be a romantic trip. This is someone that is opening their heart to love. They're going on this voyage. They're opening up. They're saying that there are plenty of stars. The stars are lighting their way. And there's 8 billion people on planet Earth. And you're bound to connect with one that is who you're meant to be with. And that's where I see you going, Libra. It's as if you found your penguin. Beautiful energy here. Penguins mate for life. Most birds mate for life. Let's get a message here. Oh, that came out right away. Bottom of the deck, the fates. This is a fated union. Something here is very destined. There is a soulmate or a contract coming in that is meant to be a part of your life. We have 2 cards that came out. We have a leg up. This is about healing, and it reminds me of that frozen tundra that we see. You're exploring, you're opening yourself up to perhaps being vulnerable. There's a sense of intimacy here. There's a kundalini. I'm getting like a kundalini awakening. Some of you may be 34. You may be born on the 23rd. We see 5 energy. Something that has been challenging is coming to rest. You have peace showing up here with the leg up. So I feel like this is opening yourself up to friendships, to support, to love, to receiving compliments, to receiving advice, right? It's allowing others to help you on your path and your journey. And I feel like you are a nurturer. You are very powerful. I mean, the polar bear is spectacular. And I feel like you've had to go through some situations that you've adapted to in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like there is help coming in here in some way. Some of you could even be connecting to maybe a therapist, a coach, a mentor, a spiritual guide of some sort. There's a leg up that is bringing you more peace. So we're going to take a look at the peace card because that's the first one that was showing up. And this is all about freedom from attachment. There's the devil. The devil is attachment. The devil is addictions, temptations, obsessions, manipulations, fears, codependencies, and materialism. Whatever you attach yourself to that gets you in that loop that holds you back from making healthy choices, you're freeing yourself from that. It's radical acceptance. It doesn't get any better than this, Libra. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. This is all about harmony, right? Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. When 2 people are in true alignment with one another, they have an innate harmony between them. They are as 2 perfectly tuned instruments playing together. Sometimes it's impossible to tell who is who. Peace is yours and it is to be savored. This is giving me twin flame vibes here, right? It's impossible to tell who is who. Now, I don't do twin flame readings, but some of you, I am going to say you had to leave a karmic relationship to prepare for union with a possible twin flame. if you dive into that concept. I don't talk about it a lot because labels are labels, but I feel like this union is very powerful. Okay. There is a time here for calmness, right? There's a time for calmness. And I feel like this is one of those times of clear vision, right? It's all about clear vision, how you create that vision. Whatever you're doing, Libra, keep doing it, because even your presence alone is allowing you to fully embrace and step into your power. This is being in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it's showing up in all areas of your life, including your own career, including your abundance, and all relationships. But I see with the egg here and the peace, there's something with maybe a dove or a mourning dove. Oh, I love this. Yeah, a mourning dove. I just posted a picture of mourning doves the other day. And so a lot of you, this is about receiving messages from maybe a loved one who's crossed over. This can also be incoming news around relationships or love that is going to bring a lot of peace and satisfaction to your heart. So this is a beautiful reading, Libra. Let's get a message from your crystal spirits. And at this time, I ask if you can, please close your eyes. Tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale and release. And with your eyes closed, tune into your third eye chakra, and I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstone that shows up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be a crystal that you are familiar with, maybe even know the name of. Perhaps your crystal is showing up as a specific shape, size, or color. Maybe it's a heart-shaped, long, oval, or a wand. This could be a polished crystal, or maybe even in its rawest form. It could be a cluster or have points. Or maybe you're just feeling the energies emitting from the stone, that of grounding, unconditional love, healing, or clarity. There is no right or wrong answer, Libra, and if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do, Libra, is drop your crystal in the comment section below the video. If you don't know the name, just drop the color, the shape, the size, and I personally will enter you into that free reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the 1st of the month and post right back here on the channel. All right, Libra, you have one of my personal favorites, carnelian. Carnelian is your crystal, and this is what carnelian looks like. You can see it has beautiful hues of orange. This is also a firestone. It can connect us to that sacral chakra, as I mentioned, kundalini energy. And this is about increased confidence. It's dignity, poise, and self-assurance. This is about rising above the fray, right? Rising above those beliefs. There is strength in allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You can't make that up. We just talked about vulnerability here, and that's what you're doing. You're opening up to being vulnerable, perhaps for the first time in a long time, even in that old relationship or that past dynamic where you thought you were open. You may have still been holding back in some way, shape, or form. After all, intimacy and trust can only be built if you let yourself be seen as you really are. Be confident in all that you have to offer a partner and know that the universe wants all of your relationships to nourish you. Carnelian spirit is here to remind you of how wonderful you are. Rest assured that as you experience your dignity and hold your head high, others will recognize that you are a pillar of strength and a beautiful, unique spirit. You deserve the relationship that you want for yourself. Be assured that the universe is working to see that you have it. Oh my gosh. Yes, Libra, beautiful energy. Now, carnelian is a stone of confidence, of courage, action. It's fantastic for those who are prone to procrastination. So we talk about the twos, right? So yes, maybe there is a tad bit of, as mentioned, ambiguity, maybe even a little bit of indecisiveness. We have some choices. And for those of you that may be struggling with a choice, carnelian is here to help you out. It gathers the courage, right? It can help you gather the courage to take that first step. Carnelian lights a fire in your belly and other less comfortable places, pulls you up by the bootstraps and says, let's go for it. It does. It gives you a fiery burst of passion. And I feel like that is the stage that you are entering into. So there's a beautiful fiery energy, Queen of Wands, that is being reignited within you. And I feel like this can also be sexual energies. Just saying, Libra, this is very powerful indeed. That is what I have for you, beautiful souls. If you like the reading, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, hit that bell and notification if you haven't already. And do drop your spirit, your crystal spirits, in the comment section below. I read each and every one of them. I am so grateful and appreciative for all of you. Thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in today. Lots of love.